Message of the Dicastery for Interreligious Dialogue to Hindus on the occasion of the Feast of Deepavali. This took place on October 11, 2025. The Feast of Diwali is celebrated by all Hindus and also known as Deepavali, or Row of Lamps. Symbolically based on ancient mythology, it represents the victory of truth over falsehood, of light over darkness, of life over death, and of good over evil. The actual celebration lasts 3 days, marking the beginning of a new year, family reconciliation, especially between brothers and sisters in worship of God. This year, the festival will be celebrated by many Hindus on October 20th. On this occasion, the Dicastery for Interreligious Dialogue has sent them a message on the theme, Hindus and Christians Building World Peace Through Dialogue and Reconciliation in the Spirit of Non-Magisterial. The following is the full text of the message. Here's the message. Hindus and Christians Building World Peace Through Dialogue and Collaboration in the Spirit of Non-Magisterial. Dear friends, the Dicastery for Interreligious Dialogue is pleased to offer its warmest greetings and best wishes to you as you celebrate Deepavali on October 20th this year. May this festival of lights brighten your lives and bring happiness, unity, and peace to your families and communities. The 8th day after Deepavali this year will mark the 60th anniversary of Nostra, which was released on October 28, 1965. The Catholic Church's landmark document that encouraged Catholics around the world to engage in dialogue and collaboration with people of other religious traditions. It urged all to, quote, recognize, preserve, and promote the good things, spiritual and moral, as well as the socio-cultural values, end quotes, found among them, and there's referencing now Nostra Aetate, Article 2, in the service of promoting peace. Over the past 6 decades, the historic initiative of interreligious dialogue has evolved into a global project, generously supported and championed by peoples of diverse religious beliefs and non-beliefs alike, thereby making a significant contribution to world peace. This very message is itself a fruit of that noble vision. On this Diamond Jubilee, Nostra Aetate calls us to renew our commitment to promoting interreligious dialogue as a path to peace. During this festive season, we invite you to join us in reflecting on how Christians and Hindus, together with people of all faiths and goodwill, can strengthen our shared effort for peace through dialogue and collaboration and the spirit of Nostra Aetate. Such a spirit is rooted in, quote, promoting unity and love among people, indeed among nations, in quotes, by focusing on, quote, what people have in common and what draws them to fellowship, in quotes. That's from Nostra Aetate 1. It calls us to reject, quote, nothing that is true and holy, in quotes, in other religions, and to uphold, quote, with sincere reverence those ways of conduct and of life, those precepts and teachings, end quote, which, quote, reflect a ray of the truth, with a capital T, which enlightens all people, in quotes. That's from Nostra Aetate 2. Aspires a firm resolve, quote, to preserve as well as to promote together for the benefit of all humanity social justice and moral welfare, as well as peace and freedom, in quotes. That's Nostra Aetate 3. While much progress has been made since Nostra Aetate, much more has to be done. In today's world, where mistrust, polarization, tensions, and divisions are on the rise, interreligious dialogue is more necessary than ever. It must continue to sow seeds of unity and harmony by becoming a beacon of hope for all. Interreligious understanding and collaboration must find a place in our daily lives and become a natural way of living together. Pope Leo XIV has called upon all people to, quote, build bridges through dialogue and encounter, joining together as one people, end quotes. That's from his first words at his Urbi et Orbi on May 8th, 2025. He reminds us that fostering a culture of dialogue and collaboration for peace is, quote, a task entrusted to all, believers and non-believers alike, who must advance it through reflection and praxis inspired by the dignity of the person and the common good, end quotes. That's from his address to the movements and associations of the Arena for Peace Verona on May 30th, 2025. Only by working together can we secure and sustain a peace founded on truth, justice, love, and freedom. There he's referencing John Paul II's message of celebration for the World Day of Peace on January 1st, 2003. The family, as the primary place of education in life and faith, has a preeminent role in nurturing these values. Religious traditions have also a crucial responsibility in fostering peace, with religious leaders bearing the moral duty to lead by example, encouraging their followers to respect diversity and to build bridges of friendship and fraternity. Educational institutions and the media likewise play essential roles in shaping hearts and minds towards peaceful coexistence. In this way, interreligious dialogue and collaboration can and must be embraced as indispensable tools for cultivating a culture of peace. It should grow into a powerful, dynamic movement dedicated to building and defending peace at all times. As believers rooted in our respective faith traditions, and as people united by shared values and a common concern for peace, may we, Hindus and Christians, together with those of other religions and all people of goodwill, join hands in both small and great ways to nurture peace in our homes, communities, and societies. May we strive to build world peace by fostering, quote, a culture of dialogue as the path, mutual cooperation as the code of conduct, reciprocal understanding as the method and standard, end quotes. That's from the document on Human Fraternity for World Peace and Living Together, released February 4, 2019. We wish you all a happy Deepavali. Signed by Cardinal George Jacob Kovakad, Prefect, and Monsignor Indunil Janakarantne, Kodithu Waku Kunganamalage, Secretary.